What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I wanted to quickly talk about node licenses because we haven't talked about them in a while. I'm not sure what the status is in terms of, I know it's like they're going to launch the GLX node licenses first and then the SPS node licenses. But at the end of the day, we need more node licenses, or more nodes, I should say, just in general, out there in the ecosystem to help decentralize and stabilize and protect the network. So we've sold about 5,000 so far, 5,008. And what I kind of wanted to do today was a little speculation. I mean, this channel is all speculation anyway, but a little speculation on when we could see the node prices, the node sales starting to pick up again. And that all really depends on the value of the assets that it's giving out, which are vouchers and SPS. So to quickly run through where we're at right now, the current price is $5,000 if you buy it straight up from the from the store, right? Well, you could also get it cheaper on the secondary market, but if you just buy it without using vouchers, it's $5,000 paid in SPS. But if you use vouchers, which are currently trading a little bit less than 4 cents, you can get them for $25.18, right? So the current APR as it stands is 9.47%. And here's the thing, right? It's paying out, each one is paying out 22 SPS and almost 4 vouchers per day. So the question becomes, well, what's going to spur people to start investing in this? Obviously, if SPS goes to the moon, and this APR is going to go absolutely crazy, but I don't think we necessarily need to get it to the moon, and I'm going to explain why. So I did the math off screen, so you'll just have to trust me and double check my calculations. But when you look at SPS at 2.2 cents, which is kind of where it's ranging at right now, between 2.2 and 2.3. But just to be conservative, at 2.2 cents, right, that makes up roughly 7% of the APR. So 7% and all, 7% is SPS, roughly 2.5% is vouchers. And vouchers, like I said, are trading a little bit under 4 cents. Now, to make this a little bit easier, I'm just going to completely ignore vouchers in the sense that, you know, we haven't seen or heard of anything really outside of rumors with guilds, and we don't even know when that's going to come in, of voucher utility coming in, at least to a significant extent. I know that Land 1.5 may, you know, with unlocking soulbound cards, but I really don't even know how much that's going to impact the amount, because we're printing 40,000 per day, and there's just not, you know, there's just not that many use cases, even in Land 1.5 for vouchers. So 2.5%, we're just going to hold that, keep it to the side, and assume that voucher value stays roughly between like this 3.8 to 4 cent range that it's been in. So we're just looking at SPS then. And if 7% is where we are at, the question becomes, well, what kind of increase in the SPS price or SPS value will we need to see to really push that APR to something respectable? I'm going to keep it easy. And again, this is just a guess, right? I would say we would probably need to 4x it, meaning that we would need to go from 7% times 4 up to 28%. And then you take that 2.5% from vouchers to make it a nice even 30.5%. And so what does that do to the SPS price? Well, that gets us from 2.2 to roughly 9 cents, right? Anywhere between 9 and 9.5 cents. But then the 30-ish% APR makes us much more competitive with a lot of the other options out there. Now, granted, you know, your SPS BNB pool and SPS ETH pool are still in the 40% range, but a lot of the other pools, right? SPS DEC, Swap.Hive DEC, and of course the two stablecoin pools, right? DEC DAI and DEC BUSD, those are all under 30%. And so again, 30% is just a number I'm putting out there in kind of in line with what we're seeing of the rest of this. That's just kind of middle of the road, but people would then probably consider buying into the node licenses. Again, the node licenses, we'd have to eat up all the ones that are on the secondary market, because those will always most likely undercut where we're at. And we still have like almost 5,000 to be sold in this current tranche. So I'm not saying that it's going to, you know, they're going to start flying off the shelves. I do believe they would start flying off the shelves if SPS went way above 9 cents, because the reason we saw people going so crazy at the end of tranche 1 is because node licenses, or like SPS was at 9 cents and people were people were getting stupidly high APRs. SPS was at 9 cents. I don't even remember where vouchers were almost a year ago, but they were definitely not at 4 cents. So, you know, at the time, it made sense. And I do believe we're going to get to a point like that or somewhere similar. Now, even if we don't get to crazy euphoria mode, I do think that getting to the 9, maybe even 10 cent range could start pushing us to start selling more of the node licenses. And for anybody that doesn't remember or wasn't here when they were launched, keep in mind that as of now, they're still sold in SPS, right? You can use vouchers for half off, but 80% of that SPS, I believe, is burned and 20% goes to the DAO, or one way or the other. Actually, we can quickly see here on Splinter Cards. Let's see. Oh yeah, burned from the DAO. Yeah, so it's 80% that gets burned. So in a way, like if we can get SPS back up to that range, right, back up to the 9-10 cent range, not only is that going to be great for the game in general, but it could help node licenses a lot. And after we pass that range, if we continue to go higher, that's only going to increase the amount of people who will be buying node licenses. Now, keep in mind, all these APRs are being calculated with the assumption that, that without the calculation of the fees that will probably go in. Like, people will need to run it either on their own software and pay for, the power and hardware, or they'll be able to delegate it to several servers or services, I should say, that'll be offering something similar. We've already heard of people planning to do this. So there will be a cut into that, but I don't know what the percentage will be. And ultimately, again, this is more so just very high level. So if we can get SPS to start creeping up in value with all the things that are coming, the DEC flywheel for land, the SPS staking that'll be required for SolKeep, and then just the higher rewards causing hopefully more people to come into the game, buy cards, and stake SPS in order to earn. Again, I'm not trying to make a price prediction here or a time prediction on when this could happen, but if it does happen, and I do believe that there is a strong possibility that it could happen, especially as we head into next year with the Bitcoin halving in April, and then of course, hopefully the ensuing bull run that we've seen play out with the cycle many times. Again, 9 cents is not that much for us to start moving these licenses, and that could probably happen well before we kick into any high gear bull run euphoria mania. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you buying node licenses off the secondary market? Like, what is that? I don't even know what that market looks like right now. We'll save that for another video maybe. But it's like, once those get dried up from the market, which they probably will as we get closer and closer to this being profitable. But once we get closer to that and people start buying them from the store, that will be, that could be something major in terms of hoping to, get the game and the SPS chain and all of this much more in a decentralized place and fashion. So that's all I have for you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.